If I had to mention the creature from The Witcher 3, which remained in my memory for a longer time, Fiend would certainly appear next to Leshen. His appearance aroused in me a strange feeling of fear mixed with respect. Combining the characteristics of a few wild animals with the demonic magic seemed an ideal idea to give the Slavic legend a physical form. And yet the depiction of a fiend in The Witcher is different from what we can read in Slavic myths. The fiends usually live in dense forests or in swampy areas. They are easy to recognize because they are walking mountains of muscles covered with fur on the back, antlers larger than an adult deer on the head, and a mass of sharp fangs and claws. Without much trouble, with one blow, the paws can kill a fully armed rider. The strength and endurance of fiends is not only thing worth paying attention to. The third eye placed in the middle of the forehead can put the wretch into state similar to hypnosis. The victim then sees only a burning eye. Stunned and feared, the victim becomes an even easier target for the monster. If this wasn't enough, fiends developed a natural regeneration process that allows them to quickly stand on their feet even after suffering a severe wound. So how do we avoid death at the hands of this beast? Let's start with the fact that you should first of all avoid venturing into swamps and dense forests, because fiends by nature avoid contact with people and rarely approach settlements themselves. If there is a fight, however, there are few tricks that can help you escape with your life. Let's start with how to protect yourself from the influence of the third eye. When you see that the beast has stopped and the demonic eye has begun to glow, run away as fast as you can, or at least hide behind some obstacle. Since the fiend's magic works only in certain area, the distance of the beast is the first and most reasonable step we can take. Getting out of the sight of the third eye will also do the trick, but a moment later, the monster can jump back to its prey. If for some reason you have a summon firecracker at hand, you can throw it at a fiend when it intends to use the third eye. A well-awaited throw will block the ability to use the eye for a long time. In addition, the fiends are sensitive to loud sounds, so throwing firecrackers can stun the beast for a moment. In combat, they often charge the opponent, so it is important never to stand exactly opposite the monster. Try to keep the left or right side, often turning when escaping. It will probably give you a better chance of survival. The charge can also be fatal to the fiend because it can be thus stabbed on a wall or driven into a river. Of course, such art requires a lot of self-confidence and even better dodging. In melee fights, fiends attack with bow, claws and fangs. Sometimes they also try to trick the opponent and stab them with wands. This makes him an extremely dangerous opponent from the front, but the back of the beast is vulnerable to any attacks. Witchers, of course, have more chances in the fight against fiends than regular people. They can also enhance their abilities with elixirs such as cat, which make them immune to hypnosis. Witchers also tend to use igni, which burns the fur of the beast. Similar effects can be also obtained with the help of the dancing star. In addition, the silver sword can be covered with oil for relics. Now let's dive into the real-world stories and the inspiration for Witcher's fiends. The real name of this monster is Bies, which has Proto-Slavic roots and can be translated as causing fear or terror. Bies lived mainly in swamps and forests. Unlike the Witcher universe, the creature didn't have a clearly defined form. He was known for destroying crops in the form of a gale or devouring pigs in a form more reminiscent of that of the Witcher 3. Sometimes Bies would nest in a man and take control of him over time. With the coming of Christianity, the usage of Bies, Chart, or any other Slavic demons strongly decreased and soon disappeared entirely. Their place was taken by the new universal word for all misfortune: devil. If you enjoy our content, consider subscribing to the channel. Leave ideas for future videos in the comments down below.